Everybody, guess what time it is? It's time for Tips from a Messy Studio with Michael deMeng. And here he is.
You like my new look? I'm wearing a lab coat. It's the new me. It seems more official, don't you think? You guys will take me a little more seriously now, I think, wearing a lab coat. So, actually, I've started wearing this in classes now. Not this particular one, because my one in classes is actually quite messy, but kind of a new me, kind of official. Okay. Hey, so I thought it was important. Those of you who are unfamiliar with using a fine artist grade paint, I wanted to give you a little rundown on why you might move away from some of those craft paints to a fine artist grade. So a fine artist grade paint might be Golden, that's my favorite, Winsor Newton, Liquitex. Those are a good bunch of acrylic fine artist paints. Then there's craft paint. Now craft paint has its place for sure, but the difference really is opacity. Craft paint is designed to pretty much use right out of the tube. Gloop, 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 paint, paint, paint. Sort of like house paint, you know, you pour it out, you paint it on. Well, that's not what a fine artist paint does. A fine artist paint is designed to be mixed with something. In my case, I mix it with water, I get washes. Other people, if they're doing paintings, well, you're not going to use it straight out of the tube, it's quite expensive. So you add something like a medium to it. You add like a matte medium or a gloss medium, depending on how shiny or matte you want the finish to be, and you extend it. Those are extenders, because, you know, a little bit of those fine artist paints go quite a long way. Now, that might explain to you, if you're unfamiliar with these, that might explain to you why they're so expensive. Is because they're not designed to be used pure. Blip! Don't paint it on like house paint. Don't paint it on like craft paint. You mix it with something, whatever that is. So I recommend playing with those things, because what you can get from them is more transparency if you buy transparent paint. You can't really get that so well with things like craft paint. Transparently allows colors to show through. So give it a whirl, get a good amount, and you know, you'll be surprised. If you use them properly, you'll get a whole lot more bang for your buck when you use the fine artist grade paint. The doctor's now out.
See you next time.